Right, so for question number 70, they give you an equation that models the path of a motorcycle. And x represents the horizontal distance and y is the height. Okay. All right, so when you're looking at this, I'm just going to go through all of the different ones first. So it says, what's the motorcycle's height when it lands on the ramp? So when you look at the way that the drawing is illustrated, here's the path, but the ramps, the actual motorcycle leaves the ramp here and lands here. And it tells you that those are 20 feet high. So for the first answer, we're just going to identify 20 feet is the height of that ramp, or the height of the motorcycle when it lands. Okay, but now this equation models from this point as the origin. Okay, so it asks, what's the distance between the ramps? Well, the distance between the ramps is from here to here. And so since this parabola is symmetric through this vertical line through the vertex, this total distance is going to be double the distance that it takes to reach your highest point. And so if we find what this vertex is, the total distance that is traveled across here, this d value, is going to be double the x-coordinate of our vertex. Okay, so in order to do that, you could enter this equation on your calculator and then view the graph. Okay, or you can just use negative b over 2a, because that's going to be the x-coordinate of your vertex, right? That's kind of the shortcut for it. So our x, or our b value, is this number. So we have negative 1/4 over 2 times our a value is 1 over 640. And so if we simplify what we have here, 2 goes into 640, 320. And when you divide by a fraction, it's equivalent to multiplying by the reciprocal. So we have negative 1/4 times the reciprocal of 1 over 320. So that's 320 over 1. And so it's just a matter of simplifying. 4 goes into 320, 80 times. Okay. And so we're looking at this to be a distance of 80, which means this is also a distance of 80. So the total distance is going to be 160. Oops, sorry, this a value is a negative, which would make this a negative, so the two negatives become a positive. So your total distance that's traveled or covered is 160. Okay, what's the horizontal distance that's traveled when it reaches the maximum we just saw? That's this 80. And then finally, what's the maximum height above the ground? And so now it's just a matter of, we find the y-coordinate of this vertex. So if we plug in an 80 for x here, and then solve for the corresponding y, that'll give us this coordinate, which we would then add to 20, since the ramps are 20 feet additional height. That would give us our final answer for D. So it's whatever the y-coordinate of our vertex is plus 20.